The starter for the visiting team. At center, Mason Plumlee. Forward, P.J. Washington. At guard, Terry Rozier. At forward, Miles Bridges. At guard, LaMelo Ball. Visiting team head coach, James Borrego. Brooklyn! Time to meet your starting five. At forward, 6'4", number 1, Bruce Brown. At guard, 6'1", number 30, Seth Curry. At center, 6'10", number 0, Andre Drummond. Guard, 6'2", 11, KYRIE. Forward, 6'10", 7, Kevin Durant. Brooklyn Nets head coach, Steve Nash. Let's hear it for your Brooklyn Nets.
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the Charlotte Hornets. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Bridges and Washington are up in the forward positions. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, they've got Curry. Durant is out there with Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot.
Well, a lot of people were nervous about Rozier's contract. Signed for big money with the Hornets, but he has more than earned it.
You know, at the time, a lot of fans thought it was too much for him, Greg, but to Rozier's credit, he's improved since he inked that deal, and now it's looking like a cap-friendly contract.
The shot's good.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
Now, here's Irving, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Drummond with a screen on Ball. Here's Irving, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Bridges against Curry. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Buried from 15 feet out.
How about Terry Rozier flashing the in-between game? Nice.
Irving looking over the floor. Plumlee against Durant. And he goes right over Mason. Plumlee and slams it down.
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Ball against Irving. Washington with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
No good from Irving.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Brown against Ball. Softly drops in the floater. Ball's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
KD passes to Drummond. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Bridges. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Who wants a t-shirt? Come on, I want to hear you.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for P.J. Washington. Martin's checked in for Bridges. And Oubre subbed in for Rozier. Now here's Dragic. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. A nice shot by Aldridge.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Here's Ball, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Outside, Ball. It's Martin on the wing. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Thomas kicks to Dragic. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Johnson for 3. No good that time. Hornets leading by 4. McDaniels passes the ball. He dishes it to Harrell. Harrell setting the pick for Oubre. Unloads from 9. Another shot. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Charlotte. They lead by 4. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
Well, KYRIE Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers in the NBA. He details where it all started.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finishes. That's what I go back to. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation, I kind of feel like the attitude I get is this is what I do.
Oh, it is indeed the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hand.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. KYRIE had it from the soil.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter.
Well, that's a move Durant's had up his sleeve for a while. I mean, you've got to try to take that away. He's just waiting for the right moment to break it out on you, though.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Charlotte also making some changes. Plumlee comes in for Harrell, and Washington subbed in for Martin. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Rozier into the lane.
Terry Rozier.
Pushing hard, Rozier able to catch the defense off guard that time. His speed, the difference.
Irving against Rozier. Passes it to Aldridge. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Now, here is Irving. 11 points last game. Curry finds Irving. No good on the three. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Bridges with the steal. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. And Durant, here we go.
Well, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
Hornets leading by 7. Rozier the pass to Plumlee. Plumlee sets the pick for Oubre. Now the pass to Washington. Back to Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Rozier looking around. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Terry Rozier.
And if you look at his numbers from an analytics standpoint, the first thing you'll see is that his true shooting percentage is on the rise. This month, he's been a far more efficient scorer than he was earlier in the season.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Harrell, he's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for Bridges. And it's ball in for Terry Rozier. Nets trailed by 7. Pass to Mills. Johnson with a screen on Oubre. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
There's 47 seconds left here in the second. Ball against Dragic. Outside Thomas. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. Hornets leading by 9. Outside, Ball. Harrell setting the pick for Ball. From deep, Washington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Washington's got 5 points so far. Now here's Mills. Defense is right there. Kicks to Dragic. Buries the long-range jumper. Dragic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
That'll do it for the first half. Hornets lead by 9. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. With Hornets head coach James Borrego. Coach, what are you getting from LaMelo Ball in the first half?
Great job, getting us into our sets. Defensively, he's been great. Offensively, getting us into a rhythm, pushing the pace. When we don't have something, getting us into our offense.
He's done it all so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race. And Shaq, how often do these regular season rankings translate to the playoffs?
Well, I haven't done my Shaq-mathics, Ernie, but I know this. In the playoffs, you need scorers, guys like Hakeem, myself, and Kenny here, who hit 7 threes in the finals that one year.
Oh, thanks, Shaq. I really appreciate that.
I know you'd forgotten about that, Kenny.
But mostly.
Moving on now to the first half. So far, things looking good. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Nice game, great performance by Terry Rozier.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
And Charlotte, looking who they've got. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Bridges and Washington are up in the forward positions. And it's Plumlee in at the center, filling out the middle. Ball kicks to Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 9 points in the game so far. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Drummond with a screen on Ball. To the middle. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Andre Drummond.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Bridges has got 7 points.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
Back to Irving. Outside Durant. Irving sets a screen for KD. Back to Irving. Here's Drummond, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Drummond's got his second basket.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than KYRIE Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skill.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. KYRIE Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but KYRIE says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Group substitution here for Brooklyn. Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Thomas checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's Mills in for Seth Curry. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Harrell, he's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for P.J. Washington. Martin's checked in for Bridges. And Oubre subbed in for Rozier. Let's take this chance to bring you now the hottest shooters from downtown this month. 5th on the list, KYRIE Irving.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
First free throw is good. And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. And both free throws good for Oubre. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Irving against Ball. Outside Irving. Four on the shot clock. Driving the lane. And easy 2 points on the layup. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Oubre. Rebound, Brooklyn.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And he recovers it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Aldridge kicks to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Durant for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, sometimes you just assume this shot is falling before it goes in. Durant's outside jumper is that deadly.
Irving with a clean look. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Hornets ahead, up by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth.
Your Brooklyn.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
It's the fourth quarter.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Durant, Mills out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Johnson in at power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Plumlee with a screen on Aldridge. Rozier the pass to Plumlee. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to quantify defense, but some new age metrics really value Mason Plumlee.
And there's a stat called defensive box plus minus that measures how good your team is with you on the floor. Year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on a game on the defensive end.
Durant for 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Hornets leading by 7. Bridges finds Oubre. Now here is Martin. And finished off by Martin.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
KD's shot is good.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
Here's Martin. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Durant. Irving against Rozier. Looking to get back on track here. Got a piece of it.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
Here's Durant. That doesn't go either for KD.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The 9-foot shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 7.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Here's Bridges. Brooklyn with the rebound. KD's got 5 rebounds tonight. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to KD. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson with a screen on Martin. It's Durant with the drive. Good work defensively by Martin. Hornets leading by 7. Rozier kicks to Martin. Pass to Plumlee. Rozier with the ball. He's covered by Irving. Rozier the pass to Plumlee. Charlotte moving it around. From 13, Oubre, good. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Crafty and cash it in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
So for the Nets, Drummond's checked in for Aldridge. Brown comes in for James Johnson. And it's Seth Curry in for Patty Mills. And then for Charlotte, P.J. Washington. He's checked in for Oubre. And it's ball in for Martin. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last break, I heard Steve Nash talking to his team. To be honest, he was fired up. He asked his team, how badly do you want this? Because those guys over there, they're going to give it everything they've got, which means we have to do the same. See if they can match them emotion for emotion. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Passes to Washington. Hall with a wide open look. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Charlotte. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
Team second. Coming onto the floor for the away team, Montrezl Harrell, Jalen McDaniels, Cody Martin.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Washington, defended by Durant. Ball dishes to Martin. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what we want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy in, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Terry Rozier.